Hello everyone, this is Lynette again with the Skin Candy. Thank you so much for joining me again today on another one of our Soapy Time adventures. Today is remake day. I have been remaking a lot of soaps today, and you guys will just see one of the remakes of those, but you'll be seeing a lot of remakes in the next couple of weeks because these remakes have turned out to be some of my very best sellers that I've ever had. So I have run out and I am getting requests for them, so I've got to get them back in stock. We are on my side counter again. I said in a previous video I am in the middle of doing a huge project, a 1,500 piece product, which is taking over my entire soaping counter. So hopefully in the next week or so we are going to have that back, because after this project, I have another 1,000-piece project that I've got to get done. So hopefully within 2 weeks, we'll be back on my soap counter again. So this is what wholesale is all about. So when you're doing that, you get a lot of projects. So anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a remake of Midwest Fragrance Company's Morning Raindrops. Now, I call this Summer Rain because it just smells like what it smells like here in the mornings, like when just after it rains and in the summer times. So I have named it Summer Rain, and it has become one of my best sellers, and I love it. So we're going to be doing pretty much the same thing that I did last time. I can't remember the blue I used, but we're going to use Aphrodite this time, and we're also going to be using the Maniacal Pea. And then to my lye water, which is kind of hard to see in there. I guess you can see it. This is, I use any containers that I can get, any containers that meet the requirements for plastic so it doesn't melt through. I use them. This is an old collagen container. This has my lye water in it. It has sugar in it as well as sodium lactate. So it has been sitting for a few days, so it does have some lye lint in it. It does look like it's a little bit thicker, but that's okay. To my oils, I have added coconut powder to this, kaolin clay, and colloidal oats, and I've just put that in there and got it all good and mixed up. I did not add any oils to my colorants this time. I'm just going to mix them up. This gave me quite a bit of working time, so I'm not really worried about it. I am going to be putting into my 3 molds again. I am going to be doing a drop swirl. No. Is that what it's called? Drop swirl? Yeah, a drop swirl, where I'm just going to drop the color in and just layer it so it kind of looks like a little bit like raindrops. I'm not to the point where I want to like put it in a bottle and squeeze it in. To be completely honest, I don't know how people charge for that, because that takes a lot of work. When people spend a lot of time on their productions, I don't know how they can actually make their money back. So I do things that I think are beautiful and pretty, but they aren't necessarily going to be the most time consuming. And I haven't had anybody complain about it yet. So I think we're good to go. I think I've talked about everything. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get soaping. everybody, it's Lynette. We're back to cut the Summer Rain. This is the fragrance oil Morning Raindrops from Midwest, and it is one of their original fragrances. I love the original fragrances. I'm switching over to mainly them and Nature's Garden for my fragrances. I do have a few that I still use from like Flaming Candle, Rustic Essentials, Wholesale Supplies Plus, but for the main part, the majority of my fragrances come from Midwest Fragrance Company and Nature's Garden. So this was the Summer Rain. Now if you remember in one of my previous videos when I did the mahogany, the new one of mahogany coconut or mahogany woods, they looked an awful lot alike in colors. So I ended up having extra. I miscalculated how much I needed. So I ended up with about 12 extra ounces, and so I put these in a little silicone mold. So these will just be for my personal use, for my kids, for, you know, freebies, whatever. And I didn't have soda ash. Maybe this looks a little ashy. They seemed really dull. So I'm going to let you see this now. And then I'm going to use my steamer. I'm going to steam it, and then you can see the difference when I'm done. Oh yeah, brightened it up. So let me bring one over and you can do a side-by-side comparison. Before, after. Can you see the difference? I can definitely see the difference, even in the camera. So, and these don't take very long to dry, so we won't have to wait too long. Let me come over here and so you can kind of see the difference in the process as it's going down. I think that this is so cool to see this. Before I found that steamer, I think it was actually, it might have been Ellen Ruth soap that I got the idea from. I just embraced the soda ash, if I ever got any, or the dullness. But now I love this. I love doing this. I don't do it on all my soaps, but most of them I do. Okay, let that sit for a minute. And then we will get to cutting. In fact, this one, the first one I already did, is already pretty much dry. It's all so nice and shiny. So we'll go ahead and get this started. Maybe if I can get it out. Oh, this is the one that I spilled. So there's soap stuck in here. So it's having a harder time coming out because